What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, and once again, I am sitting right next to
Gershwan.
and we have just finished watching beautiful scenes from Bridget B.
Yep.
And I guess we're ready for the greater.
Whoa! We do that so we can last longer in these videos.
Gets the blood flowing.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get those questions first. That is what Is It of Grizzit Let's Do Stuff did. Does Nergal's Blessing affect Tyranid bioform?
Can you read that one more time for me?
His name is It of Grizzit Let's Do Stuff.
That's a lot better.
Yeah. Yes. It does affect. So Nergal can corrupt Tyranids. The most famous example of it is
It's got to be like 3 years now, right?
since that happened.
Yeah.
Wait, since what happened?
Oh, I was gonna say Matt's from Mini Wargaming.
Oh, it's more than 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah, he actually had like a Nergal Tyranids commissioned that looked really gnarly. I don't know, they're really cool. They almost look like swampy. Like
the blood is almost as if it's wet.
Yeah, it's really cool, like the effects and stuff.
Check it out.
Mini Wargaming Nergal Tyranids.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
He did a narrative campaign for them and stuff like that. So yeah, you definitely should check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean that answers the question that poses a question with like the shadow of the warp and how can Nergal and Chaos, pierce this bubble that's supposed to push away Nergalification thingies. Or maybe that means that just the concoctions of Nergal are warp, but the actual poisons and toxins are like not chaotic.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, it's like, oh, these these Tyranids are actually just having like tuberculosis and a whole bunch of like organ failures and like system, malfunctions that's causing them to look all nergly.
Yeah, then the same could be said then for the Men of Iron when they were corrupted. It could have just been malware, whereas like it doesn't have to be chaos corrupted malware. Right. Nergal could have just created his entropy through just basic, Trojan viruses.
10011101.
Yep, too much Bridget B, or downloading Bridget B videos that don't exist.
Yeah,
don't get tricked.
You get Trojans that way.
Yep.
But yeah, that's really cool though, because like we've seen Nergal Tyranids, we've seen Nergal Orcs. I wonder what other like Nergal things we'll see later on.
Nergal Tau.
That's really cool. All like decomposing and like skeletal.
I want to kit bash that. There's some really cool beastmen Nergals. Beastmen that are Nergal corrupted that look really badass too.
I brought this up in the top 3 things that I want to see in 9th edition, and I said that they should do more like special occasion characters as like a one-time model. Like, how like a store is opening, you could only buy this model at this time.
That would be badass.
And it's usually like a Space Marine, like Lieutenant or Captain or something like that. But to have like all these other Xenos looked into, that'd be really cool.
But specifically for that type of genre. So like you could only get this corn corrupted orc in the store that opened, whatever.
Right. Or like during Halloween, grab this Gene Stealer Eldar, like Gene Stealer Cult Eldar.
Yeah, they should do more of that because they do some of it, just more of it.
Yeah, I mean, these models are going to be like crazy expensive because it's like a one-time thing and a special buy kind of thing. But just to see sculpts other than like Space Marines that are like special would be really cool.
Would be, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that one like Gene Stealer Cult dude that's like a cowboy. He's got like revolvers and a hat.
I don't remember that.
I'll show you later. If you guys know what I'm talking about, search up Bridget B and watch 3 videos so that I know that you know.
3 videos? I can't get past 1. This question comes from Zach Leclerc. Are you guys wearing pants? Well, I mean, we just got done watching Bridget B, so no.
That answers the question.
Next question.
This one's by Defool06. Based on the designs of their armor, do all Grey Knights wear Terminator armor? No. For the most part, when you think of a Grey Knight, yes. But you also have regular Grey Knights that wear armor similar to that of like Space Marines.
They do look a little lame.
Yeah.
They're usually holding the spears right?
Halberds, spears, falchions, hammers.
What are they called?
What?
Those guys, that unit.
Oh, intercessors.
Intercessors.
Or inceptors. It's very similar to whatever the Primaris are. Because they could, like, shunt and they can teleport in the battlefield.
Shunt.
Yeah, they also can wield psi cannons and stuff like that. I played Grey Knights. I sold them because I kept losing.
They were beautifully painted.
Yes, they were painted. They were converted. Go watch the playlist on Army Showcases. You'll see.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah. Usually they look very similar to regular Space Marine armor, but you have like books on their armor. You have like ribbons, purity seals, incantations, basically anything that's gonna keep away chaos and demons, or anything to banish a demon they have on them. Skulls of like dead people that were like really holy figures, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Miguelito's on there.
Yeah. Speaking about Miguelito, Star Fido Pero did, or asks, who is Miguelito that you keep mentioning?
Do we even want to answer that?
I think most people know. I think we answered it in season 3, episode 24
Of Rick and Morty?
of Rick and Morty. So check that out.
That one out.
It's in our playlist.
Mm-hmm.
Next question comes from Tis Van Pinstren. Can other Primarchs such as Rogaldorn use psychic abilities like yeeting a fireball? Yeah. There are some. I think like most Primarchs have most Primarchs have somewhat of a psychic presence. It's just that it gets manifest only in extreme situations.
Yeah. Because even like Mortarion, who hates psychers, he's a psycher himself.
Yeah.
So that means he hates himself.
But don't we all?
I can relate.
Yeah.
Who can relate? Logic.
What happened to him?
He's relating.
Yeah. Next question.
This one is by Trey Wade. Can you sacrifice non-human psychers to the Golden Throne? Could we essentially feed the Emperor a party of powerful Eldar or a Tyranid zoanthrope?
No, unfortunately, no. We talked about this a couple times in the past. Basically, a Xenopsyker would probably taste bad.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like we could eat chocolate, but dogs can't eat chocolate because they get a stomach ache. Them dying is just a myth. Yeah, it's kind of the same situation.
Right, and not just that, but the whole xenophobia thing. To have psychers that close to Terra, and not just that, but to the Emperor himself. Yeah, that won't fly.
Right. Also, don't feed your dog chocolate just because I said that, because I'm not 100% sure if that's even true. I just don't want I don't want someone's dog to die because you fed them chocolate because you thought, oh, let's give him a stomach ache. And then he dies.
Yeah.
You know who does eat chocolate, though? Bridget B.
Feed her chocolate, guys.
Yeah.
It's Crawford. Do you think the Silent King's goal is to reanimate and enslave the Emperor's quasi-dead body? What would happen if they attempted this? Is it quasi-dead? I think it's more like mostly dead.
I think it's Quasimodo.
Whoa, that dude's cute.
A little bit. What was this question?
Do you think the Silent King's goal is to reanimate the Emperor's body?
Oh, yeah, no, definitely not.
No, his goal is to bring his people back to life in a more squishy form. Yeah, they're trying to get their bodies back after the Catan tricked them. Pulled you got punked. And yeah.
You got.
Mm-hmm.
This question comes from Sadamir Putin. Who would win in a fight? One Punch Man or the Big E?
Biggie?
The Big E.
Rip. Oh, the Big E.
Yeah.
So the Emperor is in a mostly dead state on the chair. One Punch Man is
A man.
that takes things down in one punch. So
Give it up to Saitama.
mm-hmm.
Next question.
This one's by Defool06. Did the pariah genetic mutation, or the null gene, occur naturally within the human gene pool, or is it another creation of the Emperor?
As far as we know, naturally.
Right, because I don't see a reason as to why the Emperor would create something like that when, like, he himself is a psyker.
This most powerful psyker.
Yeah, it's like, let me create something that potentially can turn on me and kill me.
Yeah.
But then again...
He created the primaries.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I don't know, because, like, it we'll go naturally. Yeah.
No theory has been, like, put out there that, the Emperor did that. Created it himself, so. This question is very, very meta. Ty Shingleton asks, who be asking about my questions? That's a tough question.
That is a tough question. Because I forgot the name of the dude who asked about your questions.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You trying to pick fights? We don't want to be in the middle of it.
Speaking of fights, I was right last time. Shadow Vulcan says, in the early comics and cartoons, Casper indeed had feet.
I don't remember that. Like, because the Casper, like, he was promoting what, motor oil? Because I think that's how he started.
Motor oil?
Yeah.
What does a ghost have to do with oil?
I don't know. What does a toucan have to do with Fruit Loops?
They're colored, like the rings on his beak.
Ah, damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What about Lucky Charms?
They're magically delicious.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, that's creepy. I've never seen a ghost with feet.
It's a ghost. Oh, you're cool. Oh, he's got feet.
Run. Oh, shit, he's running after me.
That's a thing.
It's a chase.
Yeah.
This question comes from Sick Membrane. When will Angels of Death release? Do you think? When do we think that it will be released?
Hopefully by the end of this year.
More than likely, because of the whole fact that, like, the second trailer came out the same time that Astartes came out, which was, a month ago?
Everything's getting pushed back because of the Rona, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, like, the War of the Spider, I think that's just about to come out. Because, like, they revealed, like, the Fabius Bio model. So, I don't know.
I'm excited, though. Can't wait to watch it.
And there's also another animation thing with, like, the Assassins and the Inquisition and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's got, like, animation similar to, like, Castlevania. Or at least the art looks like it.
Yeah, I really need to be on top of my game when it comes to, like, what the Warhammer community page posts. I don't normally read it, but I should. Because I think the answer would be there.
Right. I don't think they give us a release date, though.
Next question.
But home is nowhere. If the moon was made out of ribs, would you eat it?
I don't like ribs. I don't like barbecue. So no.
Yeah, ribs are very messy, and I don't like messy food because I feel like if I'm going to eat messy food, there's no point in wiping my mouth until I'm completely done because it's just going to get dirty again, and I just look like a fool with, like, barbecue all over my face. So, no.
Yeah. Barbecue all over your face.
Mm-hmm.
What was the old vine? There I was. Is it barbecue sauce on my titties? Or is it hot sauce? I can't remember.
Why not both?
Next question. What you got?
Angel Chan. What implications would it have if Tau Ethereals were confirmed to be psychers? That's interesting. Because that would mean that as long as you bring them near, like, a null, a pariah, or like the Necron pylons, that their mind control powers would be gone, and maybe that would mean that whatever Tau are around them would actually, come to their senses and be like, whoa, we got to join Farsight.
Yeah, I agree. I
hope not, though. I really, hopefully, it's based on pheromone, so hopefully that's the thing. Or maybe they're just, like, I don't know, because, like, their origins are shrouded in mystery. So, I don't know. It's interesting to ponder.
It sounds like a good, like, standalone video.
It is.
Do it.
Lo voy a hacer.
Speaking about Spanish stuff, George Dames asks, pregunta en español. Ahora que el rey calladito va a regresar, ¿creen que hagan una entrada que va a ser una entrada triunfal con explosiones y destrucciones? o que sea más meticuloso? In other words, do you think that the Silent King is going to come out with a bang, or is it going to be some mediocre ass bullshit? And the answer is mediocre ass bullshit.
That's what it's looking like.
It's 100% going to be that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even in the book was explaining that the Silent King is like this muscular, like amazing, like basically ruler of the Necron dynasties, and then you see the mono, and he's like,
it's a fucking Necron Lord.
Yeah, it's a Necron Lord on top of a little
throne.
thing. Yeah, so it's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's GW, right? That's what they do.
Yeah. Leon, do you like your facial hair, or are you waiting for the Emperor to grant you a manly beard?
I've actually never shaved since it started growing. I've trimmed my beard and my mustache, but I've never actually shaved.
Mm-hmm.
This is just, I mean, there's no waiting. This is it. I'm done growing. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've always wondered what like people would look like with full beards if they like don't have one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I'd want it.
A full beard?
Yeah.
I think a full beard would be nice. It does. Like, the thing that bothers me is, like, right here, the neck beard. The neck beard, like, if it gets to a certain length, you're sleeping, and then, like, the hairs, like, prick you and stuff. It's horrible. That's annoying.
The thing I don't like is when you start, like, to grow out, like, the mustache, and, like, it's, like, start connecting. It's, like, the corners of your mouth, you get, like, hair going in there.
You eat it?
Yeah.
Or you yank on it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sucks.
Well, it depends what you're eating and yanking on.
Yeah, sometimes you're just, like, licking and sucking. Speaking about licking and sucking, Defool06 asks, are there any female Oghrins? Yes. They're more docile. Check out our Dungeon Hammer podcast. We go over, we talk with a man named Docile Creature. He used to be a female Oghrin, but has since transitioned.
An Oghrin?
Yeah,
female. I don't know. He's got that build for an Oghrin though.
He did. The transition changed him. That's the beauty of today's technology.
It's like we have the resources. We can rebuild it.
Yes. Next question.
This one's by King Kano Plays. Is it possible for non-Tyranids to communicate with the Tyranid hive mind with either, I was about to say physics, with either psychic or like an independent state with telepathy? Well, if they're using telepathy, there's psychic to it.
Yeah, somewhat. There was a story, supposedly, of a psyker trying to do that, and then he just ended up going insane. And he was trying, and I think it's the same story where the Tyranids, the Space Marines were able to enter the bioship and destroy some nodes, like giant, like, what is it called?
Pituitary glands?
Synaptic nodes, and they were able to destroy those, hurt the hive ship, but it was just a tendril. It wasn't the whole big mass. So,
yeah, I mean,
keep the Tyranids animalistic. That's what I say.
Yeah, because when you give them like I don't know,
sentience.
Yeah,
to
sentience,
like a certain extent.
Right. Because I know, like in Warcraft, there's actually like the queen, and she's got like a humanoid form.
She has them things and everything.
Them Bridget bees.
Yeah. Next question comes from Joe Davison. Do you think the Kroot and the Vespids are going to get some love with all of the psychic awakening going on?
Bro, no. Anything you love is not going to get love.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
Unless you love Primaris, then yeah. All of the loves coming your way.
And even then, they took the Primaris from looking badass to looking kind of cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you love Warhammer Adventures,
you're in for a treat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does require, the hobby definitely requires you to be very kitbashy and very like
devoid of love.
Yeah, to change it into what Warhammer used to be, I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, at least they're advancing the narrative, so we're like, the whole reason why all these factions and races are getting supplements and new models is because the story's moving forward.
For sure.
Yeah, back in the day, we'd have to wait years between like, are the orcs getting a new codex? Maybe I get a model or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now it's like, well, every year they get a new supplement, and we'll throw you guys a bone.
Yep.
Yeah, but Primaris.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, please comment down below. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
As always, this is the Sound Alchemist.
First one.
And back to Bridget B we go.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.